speak about the hearing.
Is that what y'all wanted to talk about?
Did you at least enjoy your trip to Nashville? The city itself?
No, there wasn't much I enjoyed about it, to be honest with you. I'd rather been here with my team.
Just from a football perspective, you didn't have practice scheduled anyway, so the staff just did what they normally did without you, correct?
Yeah. We did what we would normally do, whether I was here or not.
Okay, Khalil Rogers, I guess, rejoined the team last couple of days. He was out there today. What can you tell us that's transpired in the last couple of weeks that's brought him back here?
He was taking care of some personal business, so he's back with us right now.
How much did he miss, and how much did that set him back?
This is his first day back, so it's too hard to tell, So we'll see here in the next couple days. We get him in the scrimmage tomorrow. I'll have a better idea of where he is and how much that hurt him. We'll see then.
But I mean, missing a week or however long he was gone.
You got to think there's a lot of things that he missed out on. So you would think that there's a lot of catching up. So we'll have to wait and see when he gets in some live situations tomorrow.
At the same time, how big is it to have him back right now?
Well, it's good to have him back. It's good to have him back on the team and be a part of our family. I mean, we're happy to have him back.
DeJuan Drennan battled some injuries last year. To have him back healthy, kind of what has he shown in this camp?
Well, I mean, he's hungry. I mean, when you have an injury where you miss extensive playing time, you start realizing, what's at stake when you do get injured. And so I think he's hungry to get back out on the field because he sat there and watched almost the entire year last year. So I think he's really excited. I think you see it in his practice habits and the way he does things. He doesn't take a play for granted. And that usually happens with a guy that's been injured.
Tomo Fox obviously missed a lot of practice time last year after the injury, but he did get some game experience. How beneficial was that game experience that you see in it now?
Well, I think any time you get game experience is good for those guys. So, I mean, Tomo, he got to play a few games before he had his injury, and so it was good for him. He knows what the speed of the game will be like. You see that in him in practice. I mean, he knows how to prepare himself.
What do you expect out of Fox this year, and what do you want from him?
Well, both him and DeJuan and Malik Carney, I mean, those are guys that, along with, Tyler Powell, I mean, we feel like we can roll all four of those guys and that there wouldn't be any drop-off. So, Tomo, we're going to expect him to get pressure on the quarterback. We think he's going to do a great job against the run and should be an integral part of what we do defensively.
Larry, you're entering the final week of training camp. Kind of where are you at, or are you where you would like to be at this point?
Never enough time. Never enough time, We need 100 more practices, but we don't get them.
To that point, was yesterday a total wash football-wise, or were you able to get anything done either by phone or once you got back here?
No, we were able to get a lot done football-wise. Yeah, a lot. So, we didn't lose a day at all yesterday, so it was good.
Did you come back Wednesday night?
I did. I came back Wednesday night.
In terms of quarterbacks, what's going on there? We saw Elliott and Harris kind of going back and forth this morning. Can you speak to that competition?
The competition at quarterback hasn't changed. It's still the same guys that are competing. No decisions have been made at this time. They're all competing. They're all, growing, learning, still making mistakes and learning from them. And eventually somebody will separate themselves.
Considering the time frame, how important is tomorrow in that respect to try to separate guys and move on?
Tomorrow's important for everybody on this football team because, decisions as we've been going through fall camp have been starting to be made in coaches' minds. And so tomorrow will have a lot to do with it. I mean, you're going to be out there live on the field in a game situation. And so coaches will be evaluating hard here at this point, because we've got to start making some tough decisions here soon.
Is that your third scrimmage tomorrow?
It will be, yes.
Do you plan on having a fourth?
Plan on having a mock game.
What are your expectations for Trey Shaw this season?
Trey Shaw, I mean, he's a freshman that's definitely going to help us this year. How much time he'll get, I don't know. I know he's starting on some of our special teams right now, and he's playing a lot at corner. So, he's one of those guys that depth-wise that the defense has been developing. So I expect him to play for us this year at some point.
Along those same lines, younger DBs, Renee, Sales, Dorn, what do you see out of them, and what do you expect out of that group this season?
Well, I think Dorn played a tremendous amount last year, so he's a veteran. I don't think he looks as himself or feels like he's a young guy. Patrice played some last year, and then was out, and so he's got he's probably a guy just like KJ Sales who redshirted last year. Those are guys that have come a long way and are coming on through camp, and they're going to have to help us this year. There's no doubt about it.
All right.